Hey everybody, it's Matt Schmidt here, and I want to talk to you about something that's very important, especially if you're just getting started on Shopify or in e-commerce in general. It's pretty important that you have a clear understanding of how you go about finding something to sell online. And I want to talk to you about just basically the roadblock that I see on a lot of people who are just getting started, or people that are trying to scale out have the same issue. They never get started or they never scale out because they get too focused on what to sell. And the mentality that we've always taken, and the mentality I want you to take home from this video, is that I don't want you to overcomplicate the process. You won't make anything if you don't start somewhere. So I learned how to sell before being really picky on what to sell. Now, if you have something that you're really interested in selling online, you're really passionate about it, that is fantastic. I 100% think you should be doing that. But at the same time, it's not always the easiest to get going with something that you're emotionally attached with, because you'll make bad decisions and emotional decisions when you should be making clear and concise business decisions, where you're not going to try to spend too much money trying to get something to sell, or you feel really great about a t-shirt design or whatever you have, so you keep pushing it and you don't see that your shirt maybe isn't appealing to a mass market. You think that it's great for you, but it doesn't appeal to everybody else, and that's perfectly fine. But when you're emotionally attached to something, you make bad decisions. So that's why I want you to get focused on just selling something and to learn how to sell before getting picky on what to sell. So how do I make sales? We use Facebook ads to generate sales, and then we scale out to additional traffic sources. So a lot of you watching this video might be very fluent in making sales using Facebook ads, but have you scaled out and basically taken your same product to Google, to Pinterest, yes, Instagram too, now that that's available, but that is still Facebook. But these different avenues provide a lot of opportunity for you. One of the biggest things, and one of my favorite niches, the nurse niche, I still am great at selling shirts in the nurse niche. However, I tried to take that same concept, the funny shirts, the passionate shirts for nurses, and bring that over to Google. It didn't work that well because it's a different animal on both of those. People aren't searching for funny nurse shirts. You have a product on Facebook that you can sell to people out of impulse, or out of touching them on the emotional heartstrings or something like that you don't have that same ability over on Google. So it's really cool if you can hit both of those and be something that on both communities, because there are two different types of communities, you could sell very well in. But there are important rules, and if you're talking about Facebook, I want you to follow when starting out and running your ads. Before you even figure out a niche or a product, I want you to start through this process. So the rules to follow: find the niche first, get the idea of the audience size, and we'll go over the shoulder to demonstrate how to do this. Find the product to sell. Then find the interest to target when running your ads. So the great thing about Facebook is that if you have the understanding of the audience size, and the audience size is there, the interest will follow. So in the process I'm about to show you, we've used this over and over and over again, and we've been in, I have no idea, hundreds of niches online, with a t-shirt, with a little widget, with a little necklace, whatever it is that we're selling at the current moment. We've been able to hop in and out of niches because we do these 3 steps. So let's go over the shoulder real quick and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I start in the Facebook graph search here, which you just type in here and then go ahead and say interest. So that's going to give you just this recent search right here, and you can go ahead and just click that. And right here, you're going to have this orange flag with it says interest over here. And you can click see more. So this is all the interests on Facebook. You could also do this with professions, hobbies, other search terms in here that will pop up results for you. Interests have led to tons of different things because it's basically anything that, like a page or an industry or music, or just general things that people talk about will pop up here. And it's a little bit different than, Google or something like that. This is where you can get something that's really solid on Facebook. But if you do search on Google as well, there might be a great industry there for you as well to go after. I mean, health, baseball, MMA, these are all things that you're going to be able to find over on a different traffic source as well. So let's just go through here. And you can see that there is just plenty of different stuff to go after. And I want to go after the deer hunting niche. So the deer hunting niche has, one of our rules, if we go back here, get the idea of the audience size. So right here, the audience size is 513,000 people. These are the direct likes of people in that niche. So 513,000 people directly like that niche. So there might be more people that could potentially like that as well. But we have to go a little deeper to figure that out. So I'm going to go over to the Audience Insight tool. This is a tool, if you've never seen it before, it's basically a portal into the back end of data collection that Facebook does. And it's an awesome tool to be able to go after. You can see right here, 100% of the people between 18 and above, that's 65 plus, all United States, men and women, and we got 150 to 200 million people. That's what that equals, okay? And 54% women, 46% men. Now what I would do is type in deer hunting here. So that gives me 4.5 million to 5 million monthly active people. Where is the huge disconnect here? Well, the big disconnect is that this is monthly active people, not necessarily people who directly like it. There's a big disconnect in terms of what's called likes by association. I've talked more about this if you saw the targeting video that came along in this process. But basically, people engage with content on Facebook and get thrown into an audience that doesn't necessarily make them a hardcore follower of the niche. So my job is just to get a basic understanding. There's obviously an industry here for me to go after. So what I would do is I would go over to eBay, because our next step in the process is find the product to sell. You could do eBay and say deer hunting, and that's an okay, that's it, stuff comes up. You probably have to spend a lot of time in here trying to figure out what to sell. So I'm going to go over to Watch Count. Watch Count is a site that has basically sorted all the searches inside of eBay and sorts them by how many people are interested currently in the product. So I'm going to say deer hunting. And this product has 1,589 watchers. And then you can see this, it drops dramatically down, so on and so forth down here. So what I would do is find something that has, wherever you're comfortable selling. But we can see here, this is Extinguisher Deer Call with instructional DVD, rated #1 system. Okay, let's check this thing out. So I'm not 100% sure what this is, but it's sold 1,162 of them. So this is an item that, and the cool thing about eBay they started doing very recently, price is $22.75. It's trending at $24.69. So you can see that there's already people in the market selling it at a little bit of a higher price. You could probably get away with selling it even higher than that, because when you're taking an item and taking it to Facebook, we're going to get people out of an impulse mode, which they buy stuff at a higher price in impulse. So that's perfectly fine. So we're happy with this item. We found a solid product that has a lot of proof that people are interested in it. And it's got, let's see here, $4 shipping. We'll have to pay attention to that when we're starting to sell it and make that into our costs. But it's coming from the United States. We know it's going to be great. We might have a chance of going down the road later and finding it cheaper somewhere else. But right now, I could start, try to sell this in the mid 30s or something like that and get some good profit from that and convert it using Facebook ads. So now we want to find the interest to target when running your ads, right? And I cut another video. It's going to be below the one that you're seeing here. It's going to tell you how to basically take a niche and cut right through it and basically find any kind of targeting that you would need to go after these kinds of people. And that can be used in any niche. And that's really the beauty of Facebook, is that as long as you find that audience there, which we proved with the 513,000 people, we know there's more than that, but that's the audience on Facebook. But over here, we got 4.5 to 5 million monthly active people. A lot of those might be deer hunters that just haven't liked all the pages and gotten thrown into like the real hardcore people that Facebook thinks are in that niche. But this is a great starting point for us. Go watch the targeting video. That'll show you exactly how I would step through a process of finding the great interest to go after. And then we'll go into launching our ads after that. So that is it. I hope that makes sense to you. We don't want to go, I don't even know what this product is, and I would start selling this. I guarantee you I could make some sales on this, and I have no idea what the product is. And that's what you need to be doing, the mindset you need to have when starting off. Okay? So this has been Matt from the Physical Product System. I'll see you in the next video.